Plump Goops Podcast.
Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes. Get a load of these hot takes at high stakes.
Welcome back, everyone. Oh, God. Welcome back, everyone, to Hot Takes, High Stakes. The only podcast on the internet that has takes as hot as these. We're back, remote style. And we're just here to have a good old time. Right, guys? Right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah!
What's up, Woolsey?
Woo.
Sorry, I think you guys are on a delay. I don't know if you heard me.
Mine's coming through fine.
Oh, okay. That was just really hard to...
take.
Okay. Corey, you're really banging the desk. What's going on over there?
I set down my phone.
Oh, yeah, that was loud.
Really loud.
Super, super loud.
About to hear
So,
me type.
no, not at all. Not at all. Please
I'm gonna
don't.
cast you two in a movie.
Okay. All right. What is it?
Cameron, you're the character in the scary movie that like dies first. But
Okay.
like not because you got unlucky, but because you were the one that like decided to try to challenge the killer 1v1.
Right.
Like he
Okay.
had a trap set up for in case someone did that. And
I
everyone
see
was like, wait, don't go, it's a bad idea, but then you went anyway.
So I'm kind of like the hot jock.
Yeah. And
I
then
kinda like
Woolsey,
that.
You're the killer.
Okay.
You easily outwitted Cameron.
Yeah.
God damn it. But it's okay because I have the looks.
No, you died. He also, before he died, he actually like altered your face to make you ugly before you died.
Oh, jeez. Like a torture?
Not really even like a torture. Like, you didn't even know.
What? How? Is he a
Put-
wizard?
He put you to sleep, and then he altered your face without you knowing, and then he killed you. It was a painless death, but
Oh, that's
people
awesome.
will remember you as a ugly faced death.
Well, thanks,
Open
Woolsey. Thanks for the
casket.
painless death.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, so it's going to be open casket, but no one's going to recognize me?
Yeah, because you're ugly now.
Right. Okay. But I won't be remembered as ugly. I'll be remembered as hot because no one will recognize me in the casket.
No,
It sounds like a
Thoughts?
really, really bad workaround for an actor suddenly having to leave a shoot.
Right. It's just at the funeral they mentioned, and he altered his face.
Yeah. But it didn't hurt. It was fine.
You're right.
It was fun.
Right, it was a painless death.
Mhm.
Did you just at that point have a? That really brings up questions as to why the filmmakers didn't just have a closed casket funeral. Why did they have to do open casket?
It was part of the demand of the creator or the producer, like demanded it be like that.
I was like an awful producer. What? Wow, this sounds like a great movie.
Yeah.
What's it called?
You were the only character, so the movie.
Well, what about the killer? What about the Oh, I was the only protagonist.
Yeah.
So it's more of a short. It's more of a short film.
No, it's an hour and a half long.
So what happens before that?
I mean, everything just happened really slowly.
Oh, okay.
It's like a slow mo, black and white, silent film.
A movie all in slow mo and it's silent.
Yeah.
Sounds
But
like
it's not painful. It's really slow, but it's not a painful
Right.
death.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of an interesting movie idea. All in slow mo.
All in.
Oh, that'd be so painful.
It's actually the movie's called Death in Slow Mo
But it's
with
painless.
4 O's.
Oh, with 4 O's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. That sounds like a really like one of our worst like Mountain Men videos, honestly.
Not our worst.
Not our worst, but one of the worst ones.
Yeah. What was the worst?
Our worst video?
Gunnery Paw.
No, I think it was Kingsman, to be honest.
That was gold. What are you talking about?
It was golden godded and
Yeah.
goaded.
Honestly, the worst ideas proved to be the greatest.
Oh, like
videos.
Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christopher Robin is.
That was definitely
Top-
goaded.
I still show
Robin
people
is goated.
Christopher Robin.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
like
the first video I showed Dallas, I think.
if you're to show, okay, I think my 3 videos would be Christopher Robin, leg work. You got to stop putting down your phone, Corey.
Oh my
It's so
God.
loud. Christopher Robin, leg work, and
And what?
probably. So loud. And Throwdown Showdown, I said.
You threw what down?
Well, I guess that was like the warm up take, right? Kind of.
Sure.
Cool. Let's play a game. I'm thinking of a number, either 1, 2, or 3. I'm holding up the number now. If one of you gets it, then you go first. If neither of you gets it, then I go first.
3.
What are you guessing?
3.
I guess
Can't do that.
3. Woolsey, you have to
Okay.
change.
Okay, I'll change it to.
It was 3. Tough, you guys.
Unbelievable.
You guys had me pegged right from the start. Anyway, Corey, you thought of this take right before we started. What do you?
Well, it was
what
on
are
my
you-
list.
Oh, you have a list too.
I just thought all my ones on my list were stupid. And then you know when you write down some idea, but then you kind of forgot like the train of thought.
Oh yeah.
That's like
100%.
happened on multiple times. But my take.
I mean, we read through Tanner's list a few times, and one of his takes was just like insecurity, just the word insecurity. And we
What?
asked him, "What does that mean?" And he just said, "I don't know." So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
All right. So my hot take. Hold on. Trying to figure out
Did you forget?
the wording.
Okay.
Okay. Dusk is the goat time of day.
Ooh, I like this. This sounds like one of my takes.
Ugh. I want to
Dusk.
change mine. So dusk is the time, like when the sun has just set, but you can still see outside.
Right. I know what dusk is.
We're clear.
Well, it's for the
We didn't know.
viewers. For the viewers. in the back.
Okay.
Some people might mix up dawn and dusk. Dawn is the morning,
Yeah.
so
Right. Okay. So I personally, like, you know how on a lot of personality quizzes, like, do you prefer dawn or dusk? You know? Have you seen that?
yeah.
I always say dawn.
You say dawn, like the morning.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I like to be up in the morning, but I don't like to wake up in the morning. If that makes any sense.
Mhm.
That's
100%.
I think everyone agrees with that.
So
But
for that
dawn
reason,
is just
I prefer
more
dawn.
rare because I'm not usually up. But I'll
Right.
appreciate a good dawn more.
Mm.
It depends on what day I'm about to have.
But does you experiencing less dawns and like you've experienced infinitely more dusks, right? And the amount of
Yeah.
dusks that you're going to experience is going to increase exponentially in relation to the amount of dawns, right? So would you say that like your enjoyment of dawn is outweighed by the amount of dusks that you've experienced?
No, because I think I just I don't have a positive association with dusk. Like I don't even think it's really
Oh.
that close. I think dusk, if I'm outside and it's dusk. In Texas, before dusk is beautiful.
It's
Like
called
ri-
golden hour.
Well, no,
Right.
sunset. This is
That-
after sunset.
Oh, right. Dusk is after sunset, but while there's still light outside.
Yeah,
what we're saying?
well,
Yeah.
yeah. I was saying a lot of people like golden hour. You know,
Yeah, it's true.
sun is setting. But this is how I think this is kind of how it started. It's like people like sunset and golden hour, but I was more of a fan of dusk.
Right.
It has such a vibe. I also feel like I'm most awake.
That's when you're in your prime.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready to go.
Interesting.
Like, that
I'm
was-
just like I
that
have
was-
to go home. Like if I'm outside doing something, like oh, it's time to leave. Like I can't be out for too much
Ah.
longer.
Yeah, it's fair.
You know what my prime is? It's probably like 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Yeah, that's when I feel most motivated,
Ugh.
most honestly
100%.
most awake.
100%.
You agree, Woolsey?
I
Are you
agree.
spitting, Corey?
Yeah.
Gross.
At
Yeah,
you.
I think because I'm not. I definitely need coffee. So and I'm not awake until I've had coffee and I've been up for a bit.
Right.
It's usually
Don't
around
talk
10
to
a.m.
me until I've had my coffee. Is what you always say. You are a shirt that says that.
I'm not a coffee
Yeah.
boy, actually.
Me neither, Corey.
I like a good tea or an energy drink, but coffee just doesn't do it for me. because I don't really like it.
There's so many different types of coffee though.
Well, yeah, I also don't want to like be the guy who has to drink coffee in the morning, wake up. So I usually just don't drink any.
It's such a difference though. Like
I agree, Corey.
it's such like I don't want to be. I would prefer to not have to have coffee because it is an inconvenience. But at the
Mhm.
job that I work right now, I have to have a ton of energy because I'm working with 30 kids,
Right.
and they're all very little. And if I don't have energy, like I had a sinus infection, and I couldn't do my job because I just
Right.
had no energy. Like we were like singing and dancing to a song in the morning, and I like
Ooh, what
couldn't,
song?
I couldn't jump.
Begging,
Old Town Road?
begging.
No, I mean it's a
Peaches?
private
Megan?
Christian school, so it was
Thought shit?
yeah, that one.
Thought shit. Right.
But it was like this. You should look up this video because it's called "The Deep Cries Out" and it's a banger, but it's by City Reach Kids or something, and
That's a really intense
this-
name for
this,
a kid's song.
this yeah. They're all about like it's all about water for some reason, and so
Right.
there's this main kid and he has like this egregious haircut and he just stares at the camera really creepily, but the
So
song
like
is
Ocean
really good.
Eyes.
Not like Ocean Eyes. They say the deep cries out, the deep cries out, yeah, and then they just keep kind of singing that, and then but they're like, and then we're stirring up deep, deep wells, and while they're doing that, they're like sticking, they're squatting in the water, and they're sticking their hands down straight, and they're spinning them like they're stirring up wells,
Like what kind of water are they in? Like an ocean?
like a lake.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Oh, do you-
anyways, I
so
couldn't
the-
jump.
You couldn't jump.
I was too tired
Ah.
because I had a sinus infection. I couldn't get any sleep.
So if
You know, sinus infections suck ass.
They really do.
so I feel like the sickness was kind of the issue, not necessarily the lack of
My point was
coffee.
that like a sinus infection is like low tier of being sick. Like it
Right.
stinks. Like no one likes being sick at all. But like I could still go to work. And then
He's just saying he needs energy, Corey.
Yeah.
so I need
just
if I
pound
don't
a
have energy.
C4.
But there's this new energy drink that I love. And I think it's called
Coffee.
Oma or something.
It's called what?
Like Oma or something. Or
Okay.
Owa. I can't like I don't
Awa,
remember
Awa.
the name. It might be Awa. But
Awa. Anyway.
I mean, yeah.
I'm looking it up, but it's all
Okay.
natural, so I don't feel like terrible drinking it.
I like a good yerba.
Oh, yerba mate?
Yerba mat.
Is that how it's pronounced? I thought it was mate.
I don't know how it's pronounced.
Could be mate. Well, Corey, I'm with you. I don't like to. I've purposely avoided coffee because I don't want to develop, the addiction that so many have.
Yeah. Also,
Woolsey, would
apparently,
you
coffee makes you shit.
Oh yeah,
It
does for sure.
for sure.
Wow.
Woolsey,
That is crazy.
Corey, one time I had one of the guys who worked with us at Peace Little Donuts make me a coffee because I was super tired because it was like 5 a.m. and he made me one, and I spent the rest of the shift just having diarrhea.
What the fuck?
But Corey, so
That's
what
true.
what makes dusk better than like night or better than like midday? Like we're just arguing dawn versus dusk.
Well, midday is like post lunch. I'm always like tired. Like it's the afternoon.
3
It's
p.m.
hot. The sun's at
Stinks.
its peak. Yeah, 3
Mhm.
p.m.
I hate
But
3 p.m.
I had a soccer game at 3:30 last
Oh.
Sunday or the Sunday
The worst.
before.
Ugh.
It was 100 degrees. I didn't run the entire game because I physically was unable to.
Yeah, a game has to be before lunch, or like if you have lunch too soon before a game or like a sporting event, then you're finished. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Well, yeah, yes. That's why I was another soccer game. This was in high school for playoffs. Like high school games are usually super energetic and everyone's like super into it because of playoffs.
Right.
And they made our game at 3 p.m.
Yeah, it's ass.
And like both teams. It was such a boring game because both teams, I swear, were just tired because that's like
Mhm.
nap time.
Right.
But whenever
Yeah.
the games are like at night at 8 is like the peak time to play a soccer game. It's
That's
so
dusk.
yeah.
That is dusk.
That's when I'm most awake.
Right. You've said that. I think 3 p.m. is in contention for the worst time of day, I would say.
100%.
For sure.
Well, what
3
is
p.m. or like 2 a.m.
the human's biological clock actually made to be like you're supposed to sleep from after like after dusk or something, and then there's supposed to be a natural waking time
Yeah.
at like 3 a.m. or something.
Oh,
Really?
what?
Yeah, it's really weird. Or there's like a natural waking time in the middle of the night. Like old like farmers like back in the day.
Old
would-
farmers or just farmers?
Well, back in the day, farmers.
Okay.
Or just like generic people living on a house farm on the prairie, whatever.
Right. Farmers of the past.
Sure. They would get up in the middle of the night and like put on a candle and they would just like eat or write, then go back to sleep. There's like a
Interesting.
natural waking.
Yeah.
But they
I
would
wonder if
probably
we could
go to
pull
bed
that
at
off.
like 7,
Right.
which is before dusk. So I don't
Well, because they were
trust
tired
them.
from getting up so early.
Yeah, honestly.
Right. I wonder if we could pull that off these days, or if our circadian rhythms are just too fucked up.
Oh no, there's this guy that I knew that was an incredible jazz singer, and he was doing his doctorate at UNT, and he once told me, and he's like, to be fair, he is such an eccentric person and really out there, and as
Yeah.
soon as he like really crazy, and as soon as he told me this, his whole personality made sense. But one time he just told me,
Oh no.
you don't need that much sleep. Humans don't need that much sleep.
Right.
So he gets like, I think he said like 5 hours of sleep a day, and he just does it mostly. He'll take like a nap in the middle of the day, and then he'll sleep for like 3 to 4 hours a night, and then just wake up at 4 a.m., 3 a.m., and just get a bunch of work done.
What?
Yeah, that sounds sus.
That sounds super sus to me.
But he like I 100% believe it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No,
Would you
like,
try it?
No, because I know that the reason he was crazy was because he never got any sleep.
Oh, I see.
But I believe that he's a very productive and very talented. But I just also think that he's 100% crazy, like, and socially wild and very strange.
Yeah.
He talks like he's announcing everything.
He's one of those.
Yeah,
You know them?
but like in the like 1940s,
yeah.
like kind of like
Oh.
almost in like radio voice.
like a corner paper boy.
Paper boy, all up in this paper boy. Or wait, whatever the hell it is. You watch
It's
Atlanta?
like-
That's not what I was talking
It's
about.
like Star Wars:
I do.
The Clone Wars. Whenever you hear
Yeah.
the Admiral speak, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's the guy who narrates the show,"
Oh.
and it's like he can't really be a real character because I just hear him as the.
Wait, are they
narrator.
supposed to be like the same, or do you think it's just the same voice actor that does it?
I think it's supposed to be the same because it's the exact same like inflection and everything.
Oh,
If he was trying to hide it, he didn't do a very good job. But it's like that.
Well, okay.
okay.
Well, yeah. Do we agree or disagree? Woolsey?
I'll disagree. I don't think it's the best time of day.
You know what, Corey? I'm having a hard time because I do like dawn more than dusk, but I think you said it's the goat time of day.
yeah. Well, I thought your liking of dawn was based upon already being awake at dawn.
Yes,
that
sure.
you
no,
don't
it
feel
is.
like it. But
That's what it is.
dusk, you're always going to be awake. You don't even have to wake up. Like, I would
Right.
love dawn if I woke up, but that's the problem, is that you have to wake up. That's still
Right.
included as part of dawn.
Right. Okay. No. Yeah. So if you're saying goat, then that's objective, right? Goat is.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna say I agree because like prime time is dusk basically.
And that's
and
when
so
all
many
the
great things happen at prime time.
that's when shows are released. Like that's when you go see a movie. I don't know. It's just like
40 minutes.
the end
Yeah.
of the day. It's after work too.
Yeah, and it feels super nice
When
outside.
pre-games happen.
Right.
It's when prime time like sporting events.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree.
Take that, Woolsey.
You really fought for that one. You really tried to manipulate Cam into agreeing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Woolsey.
Yeah.
One or two. I'm holding up the number right now.
Woolsey, it's 2.
What'd you say?
Two.
Is that 1?
I said
It's two.
Yes. Okay.
Do you want to go now or later?
I like to go now.
Okay.
Okay. I've been watching
All right, you can go now.
a decent amount. I've already begun. I've been watching a
Sorry, there's a
decent...
bit of delay.
Yeah, go.
Am I good?
Yes.
Okay. I've been watching a decent amount of basketball lately, as it's the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I also just came from playing basketball.
Sure.
So it's a basketball take.
Okay. Yeah, no, we figured.
Backboard shots shouldn't count if it's behind the 3-point line or in front of the half-court line. And that is my hot take.
Oh, like if it's a full
Oh.
court shot and it hits the backboard, that's fine.
That's fine. If it's behind the half-court line or in
Right.
front of the 3-point line, they count. Otherwise, it doesn't. Also, if it's behind the half-court line, this is kind of a side take, but it should be
Sure.
4 points.
If it's behind the
Half-court line.
It should be
Ooh.
4
I would
points
put a
if it
little
hits
bit
the
of
backboard.
spice on the-
If you're desperate, you can shoot a half-court shot if you need 4 points.
Right.
But that's not my main take. Like, we can deal with that
Right.
later.
Sure.
But the highest importance is that this all originated when the NBA just released this new series of ads called with a new slogan that's game.
Yeah.
And it's a great ad. Really good. John Batiste, who just won an Oscar for his music for the movie Soul.
Uh-huh.
He also wrote the score for this commercial, and he showed it. And it's really cool music. It's just really buried. But it's really cool.
Right.
They end the whole ad on Jason Tatum making
Yeah.
a game-winning bank shot
Uh,
and then holding up a 3.
Yeah. No,
And
I've
it
always had a
makes
problem
me-
with that as
It
well.
makes me upset every time.
yeah,
Because
because like they
you can't call
didn't mean to do that.
the whole no way did any NBA player ever mean to make a bank 3.
Right.
Ever.
What if
Ever. Maybe
what if
the
you
LeBron
call
one.
bank before?
That I forgot. That was part of my take. You have to call it.
Right.
Okay.
You have to call it.
all for that.
So I have no problem
While
with
no,
players
like
cel-
not while it's in the air. Not while it's in the air
Yeah,
either. You have to
before.
call it before you release the ball.
Right. Okay. I have no problem with players celebrating the bank shots, but I like because like you won the game, right?
Yeah, sure.
But if you act like you did it on purpose, then that is you
That's
can't do that.
sus.
I said recently to someone that like I wish that the Jason Tatum 3 was not on in that commercial.
I hate it. Because I like Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
But it's slow mo's and he runs by and he holds up the sideways
Right.
3 and then it says that's game. And like
Right.
everyone knows that he didn't mean to bank it in.
Right.
Yeah.
Woolsey, I have a question though.
Mhm.
What if it hits the rim first?
That's
If
fine.
it hits the rim and then
like
banks
front
in,
rim,
And
backboard,
then-
in.
Yeah.
ooh, that's tough.
That should
Why?
count.
That
It's
should
still a
count.
good shot. It's still a good shot.
Yeah.
That should count because it's online. If you're
So you're-
banking in a 3,
Uh-huh.
that's just like the Kawhi shot should count.
That was a 2 though.
Yeah, but if he was a little bit further back,
Like
he was very close to a 3.
Right. And I just watched that just to make that point, and it did not touch the backboard at all,
Mm-hmm. It didn't.
which is wild.
Really crazy. It was like
Um,
dead on, and for it to be that dead on while moving is crazy.
Also,
Yeah.
did Jimmy Butler miss a free throw before?
I
No,
don't
Jimmy
know.
Butler made a layup.
Oh yeah. Okay, never mind.
Woolsey, I feel like there are a lot of
free throw, and then Jimmy.
Oh
Butler
yeah,
scored.
yeah. And then everyone forgot
then-
about that. Yeah.
Woolsey, I feel like there are a lot of like things that have to happen for this shot not to count. You have to be in front of the half court line, behind the 3-point line. It can't touch the rim first, and you can't have like if you didn't call it, then it doesn't count. I think that's a very niche.
I think you are looking at all the things that it has to not do, but the only thing that doesn't count is if you don't say bank and it only banks in first.
What about a 2-pointer that you don't call, but it banks in?
That's
That's
fine.
fine. Because a lot of people.
Because you can.
Banks, like Luca.
Yes.
Right, but you're saying why don't they have to call it?
Oh. I feel like it's just implied. Like it's obvious that they tried to do it, but
Right.
no one
What-
ever tries to bank a
Yeah.
three.
No
What
one's
about a
ever
free
no
throw?
one's ever angry about a bank about a
Okay, free though, you have to call bank.
What about this? A banked 3, if it touches the backboard at all, is only worth 2 points.
Oh, that might be better.
I think that's better personally. What do you think about this? Halfway through the game, you play backboard dodgeball to bring back in anyone who's fouled out.
Or every time you get a bank shot, a 3-point bank shot should count
Yeah.
towards your flagrant count or your,
It's a foul.
It's a
foul.
Oh my god. I just played dodgeball
Yeah,
with the kids at my camp.
yeah.
And it's maybe the first time I've played in 10 years.
Mhm.
So fun. Greatest game of
Yeah,
all time.
dodgeball's sick.
Before
Go ahead.
COVID, UT had IM dodgeball.
Yeah, it's fun. Emerson said that too.
To play with a bunch of kids is really fun because
Why?
you just can destroy them. Like,
I
they're
see.
not good at throwing the ball. I catch every ball, and then I just peg them.
Right, so you like playing against
They're
kids
really
because you win really easily.
I win really easily, and also I decide whenever there's a jailbreak. So if I get
Oh,
out,
that's actually fun.
I yell jailbreak as soon as I get out, so I can keep playing.
Right.
Wow.
And then kids
Right.
are just keep complaining to me that it's unfair.
And
Uh-huh,
like,
and what do you
life
say?
isn't fair.
Yeah,
Right. The classic parent line.
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a Snapchat story of I was at the Mark with Demise and we were playing and Tanner and we were playing Knockout with a bunch of kids
Mhm.
and he was going so hard. He won 3 games in a row. These kids are like 12 to like 8 years old.
Who is going hard?
Alex Demise.
Oh, okay.
And my Snapchat story was him like a kid shot before him and he missed the 3-pointer and the kid was going back for a layup and Demise like chucks it against the backboard, catches it like out on the rebound while jumping and just try to make the layup as quick as possible and it went in before the little kids. It's like,
That's
no,
so brutal.
why are you going so hard? And he's like, I don't lose. I was like, these kids
Oh my god.
are 8.
Cameron, what was that version of Knockout that we played that was like double knockout? I was trying to remember the rules. That was
I don't know what
like
you're talking about.
it was knockout, but I couldn't remember because it was like we played a game of knockout and whoever lost that one
It's like World Cup
was
but, like,
out. Yeah, exactly. It
like knockout.
Oh,
was like World Cup. Was it the first person out?
So like so I think it worked so that. Oh God, that would be long.
It was really
I think
long. It was like 45
it-
minutes at least.
Right, it worked so that the person who wins is safe for the next round, and they don't have to play the next round.
Oh, that's
and then
right.
you keep going, and then you get down to like 2 people, and then
Oh,
you
that's a
start
lot
all
longer
over
than I
again.
thought it was.
Yeah,
I
it's
thought it was
super
like
long.
the second to last person gets out or something, but that's not
No,
it.
it's super long.
That's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
funny that we did that.
That's how World Cup works, right?
Yeah.
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 I
Funny.
also
That's
want
so
to for your bank 3-pointer. I think actually, like the rule should be if someone is. I don't know if this is what you meant, Cameron, but if someone is fouled out, you can call bank and if you bank in a 3,
Oh.
then the person gets back in.
Oh, I like that.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
It kind of like makes another use for the bank.
Yeah. It would add.
It would. You know what? It would add.
Basketball's a pretty progressive sport. They could totally.
They keep adding rules.
Have they added any recently?
Yeah, I think they could figure
What's
it
the
out.
biggest rule that's been added recently?
It's just a bunch of like foul stuff, right?
Yeah, they need to do something about like jumping into players.
They are.
try to
That's literally what they're doing right now.
Yeah, they're gonna do it.
It's next season apparently. Anyways, so yeah, I think that my official take is going to be that I'll stick to my guns and say that it shouldn't count.
Okay. I disagree. I think it's fine. It doesn't happen very often. And like luck is a part of every sport.
That's true.
Oh, that might have swayed me.
What, the luck point?
Yeah, the luck point.
So what do you guys think about the 2-point thing? Would you agree that it should be worth 2 points?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that more.
Because I think the bringing in a player thing kind of encourages it, and then if it's luck again, then it's just like, oh, I meant to do that.
No, you
even
still
more.
have to call it. You still have to call.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, what about this? You get a power play like in hockey. If you bank it in, so you get 6 players versus 5.
My gosh.
So what if like, so if you bank it in and the 6th player goes in,
Yeah.
what if they bank it in?
You get a 7th. But
No. What if the other team, like, what's the max? Like, when does it end? Is it a time or is it like a possession?
Yeah.
And then you go off.
It's a time-based thing. So so you get a player in you get a 6th player in for like a minute of game time.
Thoughts on
That's
making
good.
the basketball court bigger?
Doesn't
like
need
that.
to be bigger. Doesn't need to be.
But like
Maybe
these
from the
guys,
side. From the
like,
side, yes. From the side.
The sides.
Like expand it, you mean?
Like make it so where the 3-point ring can actually like be the
You
same
can have a little bit of
distance.
space behind it without stepping out of bounds on the corners. That's because corners are such a big part of the game now.
Right, Corey. So you're saying like make every spot on the 3-point line equidistant from the basket?
Yeah, because you know how it cuts off. Now?
Oh yeah, true.
So
Yeah.
narrow. Like basically.
Yeah.
Just,
I'm surprised they don't do that.
yeah. I guess it can be tough because like you have to change like all the lines based on what skill level you are. But I mean, these
Oh, true.
NBA players are fucking like monsters. There's
Right.
like they gotta. It's like dangerous how like small the court is.
Yeah, PJ Tucker's career would be over.
Wait, would be
Over.
over.
Career would be over.
PJ
what?
Tucker's career
For what?
if the corner 3 was longer.
Oh.
It is. It would be weird though for it to still be a curve and be on the side.
It would feel weird, yeah.
That feels weird. Like, where's the actual side? I don't know.
Well, it's just a semicircle. It's just a complete semicircle, right?
Yeah, but then it curves out more and more all the way to the edge.
Right.
And that's
Does
not all in line. Like, the circle doesn't start. The circle starts at the baseline, not where the basket is. The basket is further out. So, like, the furthest point isn't...
Oh.
I guess it's all equidistant, but it's not equidistant to the basket.
Right.
Equidistant
It's
to the
I see what you're
baseline.
saying. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I feel like it's a very small difference. It's
Yeah.
It's like 5 inches.
Maybe pull back the basket a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Well,
then it'd
but
be
then you
weird.
can't-
That'd be weird, yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty good as is.
I think we should.
I think we're trying to
should
fix
raise
problems
the
that aren't
basket.
there.
I think we
Raise
should
the
it to
basket?
11.
Ooh,
No.
that'd be fun.
No, that
No,
would not be fun.
I think it would be.
Or take the person that can dunk on the highest basket at that point in time during the season, and that's where the basket is raised.
Wait, so only one person
only
can dunk?
one person can dunk.
What about the opposite so that everyone can dunk?
Ooh, lower it down to
Whoa,
7.
whoa.
Dude, I would watch like a 9 feet basket.
NBA player.
I'd watch that so much.
Sick.
Okay. So we've already. Corey, did you say whether or not you disagreed?
Yeah, I disagree with the original take. But the 2.1 and other stuff, I would Robs agree with, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's my take then. My take is this. Every food has a dip.
Disagree.
Yeah, I hadn't even finished saying what I was going to say.
Every food has a dip.
Yeah, every food has a dip. Meaning, not necessarily meaning everyone has to dip their food in that dip. I'm just saying that every food has a dip, whether or not it's been discovered, that would enhance the food and its taste.
Yeah.
Like
Let's think of
a
this
cracker dip. Like, what is that?
Crackers?
Like,
Dude,
what do you
crackers
mean?
are
Any?
yeah, crackers are good in like you could do peanut butter. You
What
could
about
do jam.
noodles?
Wait, hold up. What are you saying? Like, any can be made into a dip?
No,
No.
every food has a dip.
Has a partner.
Yeah. Has a partnering liquid that you could dip it in. It would be
Well,
good.
that's different than a dip.
Well, like you can dip.
I said noodle. Like, what about a noodle? The soup count?
You
it
technically dip noodles in broth and then you eat them out of the broth, right?
I mean, you don't really dip it.
You don't
put
dip it.
You just kind of soak it.
But you could.
What
But you
about?
could.
I guess.
I just picture like dip as like holding it with your hands. I guess you don't have to.
No, like
Not like
you hold
a sandwich, like a cold sub.
a cold sub.
Yeah, like
You could definitely dip that in like a mustard or like a horseradish sauce.
True.
What about?
Yeah, quiz me. I like these.
What about rice? How do you dip rice?
Like
You
a soy
dip
sauce.
rice soy sauce.
And
yeah.
it's easy. You dip like rice is part of a sushi. You dip rice and you dip sushi and soy sauce all the time.
Yeah, but like if it's a plate of rice, does it count if you like put the dip on top of it?
No, you can like put it in your fork or on your chopstick and like run it through
Ugh.
the sauce. That's a dip.
Yeah, fine. So I
What
guess we
about
do that with
dips? What about dips?
Dips aren't food.
Okay.
whoa, hold on.
What?
This is a
Hey,
completely
hey,
different
hey.
discussion.
No, I think that's fair to say. I don't think dips are
So
food.
like spaghetti, would the sauce be the dip?
Exactly. to be honest, Woolsey, I hadn't thought about noodles or like pasta.
But
But-
lasagna.
I mean, I think it's a stretch,
Lasagna,
but
yeah.
it'll count.
Lasagna, you could dip it in marinara, yeah.
Yeah.
It
Or like a
already has
bolognese.
marinara on it.
Not necessarily.
And you could dip it in a different sauce that would make it even better, potentially.
Oh, interesting. Like what? Like what are you thinking? I think maybe something a little sweet
Pizza sauce.
might be good. Pizza sauce.
Not
Yeah,
marinara,
pizza-
but
No,
pizza.
Pizza has
Candy.
like dips for sure. Oh, candy?
Yeah.
100%.
Think about Fun Dip.
Or
But that's not dip, that's just sugar.
juicy drop pops. The juicy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
But like what about like a sweet tart?
That's so interesting.
Like what do you dip it in?
Actually, I've heard sweet tarts and mayo are the new wave.
Oh, like
Wow.
watermelon and mustard.
Isn't watermelon and mustard supposed to actually be good?
Yeah, but then people tried it and it was actually bad.
It's it sounds like something that'd be really bad,
Yeah, I'm
but
pretty
just
sure
might be
Watermelon
wild
and
enough to work.
cream, right? People do cream.
Oh, true.
Oh, wait, yeah, cream is a big dip for fruit.
So
Yeah.
is ranch is huge.
Chocolate-
Ranch is maybe the
chocolate's
biggest
big.
dip.
Yeah, ranch and pizza.
I'm trying to think. What are some other foods that can't be dipped?
None. You can't think of any.
Um,
I got salt all over my hand just now because I dropped my bag of pretzels.
Well, no.
So I'm gonna just be licking it off.
hummus is a big dip.
How do you take into account like soup?
Soup's not food. That was already one of my takes.
Oh, okay.
A lot of this, you
Oh,
could say
another
syrup is a
discussion.
dip. You could say butter is a dip.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I wouldn't count butter as like butter's kind of a cop out personally.
Egg is kind of its own dip.
Whoa.
Mm.
Hmm.
True. Egg kind of creates its own dip. You're right. Well, that's like over easy eggs do. Like scrambled eggs, ketchup is a good dip. Hot sauce.
Salsa, yeah.
Yeah.
What about like mozzarella sticks?
Well, you
That's
But,
a
like,
hard
on,
one, personally.
But on their own.
what?
Marinara sauce.
But like they're on their own. There's
What do you
nothing
mean?
around them. You are
Like,
are
it's
on a
just a-
desert island and there's mozzarella sticks. What
I'm
do you
not saying
do?
you have to dip stuff.
You
I'm just
can.
saying
You're saying you
it makes it
can.
better. Right.
You can always dip.
That's not what
What do
I
you-
said. That's not. You're twisting my
You
words.
can
I did
always
not say
dip.
that.
If you're on a
No,
desert
you guys,
island
this is not what I said.
and there's only
What would you
mozzarella
dip?
sticks,
Oh
Right.
my god.
Ocean water, kind of salty.
What would you dip like a
good answer.
candy
Thanks.
bar in Twix?
Like a
Like a
Twix?
Twix?
Peanut
Caramel.
butter. Sounds good. Or caramel, yeah.
Frosting is pretty good. Like dipping a cookie into
Ooh.
frosting is like
Yeah.
really good. I love frosting.
This is creme cheese.
Oh, cream cheese?
Yeah.
You just said that in a really weird way. But anyway, I mean, there's not.
We're missing out on
Stop
like a big
spitting.
category of food, I feel.
Ice.
No, you're not, because ice is not
Dipped in
food,
water.
fam. Yeah.
Dip ice in
Dip ice. You do dip ice in water, actually.
And then
Or do you soak water in ice?
What?
How does that work?
Soak ice in water.
Right, but it's not for the benefit of the ice, it's for the benefit of the water, right? Are there any other foods that have that kind of relationship?
Oh,
Soup. Soup.
Huh?
that is
Soup.
true. A lot of like broth.
Yeah, broth.
made
So drinking
by
water.
soaking, like bones.
Yeah. Soup.
Right,
That's
but
what I said.
But you put the solid in the liquid for the benefit of the liquid
Yeah.
in
Soup.
In soup.
Soup.
what solids do you put in soup to make the soup taste better? What do you think?
Like bone.
Carrots,
There,
bones.
Okay. So this is like stew that you're thinking of, kind of?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or
But
yeah.
how do you think broth is made?
What about like a grilled cheese?
Right. No, you're right. Not food, though, bro.
Like what could a grilled cheese be paired with?
tomato soup.
Like no, but like you're on an island and there's
Oh my god.
this
Salt
weird
water.
caveat that you always bring up.
Could try
Salt
to find
water, 'cause
fish
it's
eggs.
I just
salty.
I
Get
don't
some
know what I
caviar.
could
Oh,
dip
caviar.
it into.
Right.
The
so
sand.
you could
Wet sand.
what? Quicksand. Oh
You refuse to
no! My
let go.
Sammy.
Without a
Right.
cordon bleu.
Actually, a horseradish. You find Woolsey. I'm
Wait,
taking your.
What about
You find a shed full of dips.
is refried beans
You can't
a dip?
find
Yeah.
a shed full of dip.
It can be, Corey. It can be.
But then does that
100%.
mean it can be a food? What would you dip it in?
There's some dips that can be food.
You would dip
But,
it in
like-
rice. You would dip it in rice because
Whoa! Now rice can double as a dip. This is
Yeah.
very
No,
extreme.
rice is no dip.
no
Rice is no
Mexican
dip.
Mexican dip. If you get the beans and then you get the rice onto the beans,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah,
So at
but
that
I
point,
feel
you're
like that's
dipping the rice
using
in the beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because you want the rice to be on the outside.
Someday we need to talk about parasitic and mutualistic food relationships, and like, I think
That's
Water has
someday
a-
we have to talk about that.
water has a parasitic relationship with ice. Like water melts ice to its own benefit, right?
I don't like this.
Thoughts?
I'm done.
I think it makes
Yeah.
sense. I think it makes a lot of sense.
What if
I'm done.
I think like soups, like let's say you put like chicken noodles,
What would you
chicken
dip
and noodles in a
cheese
soup.
in?
That's a mutualistic
like
relationship.
a slice of cheddar cheese?
Some jams are really good with cheese.
Ugh.
Oh, that was a really good one, Corey. Cheese was a really good one. I don't know.
Like
I'm trying to think of,
shredded
have you-
cheese.
Something really
have you guys
strong.
Have you guys never had like cheese and jam?
I'm not
before
like
on
a.
cracker?
I really like
I've had,
eating
yes.
cheddar.
Yeah, and it's good.
Yeah, but shredded cheese? Like, what would you do with that?
Shredded cheese is more of a topping at that point. You're kind of making it a topping.
So, are toppings not food?
What about
they are, but you could like just because you're changing the consistency of the food doesn't change the taste.
What about
a
soft bread?
slice of pepperoni?
A slice of pepperoni, you could dip that in a ranch, a blue cheese.
But would you?
Yeah.
I do all the time. It's really good.
No, you don't.
It's a so strong flavor.
What do you mean?
I'm calling cat police.
Dude, I'll videotape myself the next time I do it.
Do it then.
Sometimes I get into like a weird spot because I've used all my blue cheese, but I don't want to put any more on the pizza box because I'm about to put the pizza box in
Okay,
the
yeah, fair
refrigerator.
enough. What about what about
It's just
like,
a problem I have.
a
Just kind of how
Ice
I'm
cream.
fucked up in the head.
what about like a hamburger bun that isn't toasted? Like, what would you dip that in?
Well,
I would-
how often? Number one, how often are you eating that?
What
And number two,
you said all foods
Gravy.
have dips.
Right.
Gravy, 100%.
oh, gravy. I could see that being
Oh.
good. Yeah,
Like a roll.
Mm.
yeah.
Gravy.
Yeah.
It does kind of just
And
become a
butter.
roll at that
I would
point.
count
What about like
butter.
sliced bread that's like
Not butter.
soft?
Oh, actually, you know what? Butter works for like lobster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
sliced bread
big.
that's soft, Corey.
Yeah.
I like peanut butter
Damn.
jam.
What about like an almond?
Peanut butter.
This
How
is
does-
tough.
How does this peanut butter taste?
Just like peanut butter. What do you
No, but the one that you're talking about. What would
It's
it
like-
taste
it's
Well, I
like?
haven't
it's-
had peanut
I
butter.
bet-
Jiffy. Oh right. Oh, that's interesting. it's Jiffy brand. It's smooth.
Ugh.
Or it kind of tastes like have you ever had almond butter?
Oh, well, maybe.
Kind of tastes like that.
How would you dip like fucking raw pasta?
What about like a
That's not
blueberry?
food. Hot take.
What?
Food only becomes food once you prepare it. If it's inedible, then it's not food.
Well, it's
Blueberry.
edible.
A blueberry, you would dip that in
Cream.
like
It's cream.
cream.
But would you really like grab one blueberry and dip it in cream?
True.
Yeah. Well, would you? It's not about would you. It's about could you, and would it taste better?
Because you would have. Wait, do you dip ice cream? I feel like someone said ice cream.
I said ice
Yeah, and
cream.
like in a chocolate sauce.
then
and
I
like,
realized that it would be
a
like
chocolate sauce.
you
I
wouldn't
guess it's
really
pretty
dip
easy.
it. You wouldn't really dip it, but
But you could.
you could, and it would make it taste better.
Yeah.
It's just
What
about
about-
or a
convenience.
What
caramel.
about like a fucking gummy bear?
Cream,
We could do cream.
caramel. Chocolate.
Caramel? Chocolate?
Yeah.
Like
That'd
gummy
be
bear.
good.
It's fruity.
Yes, it's chocolatey and people dip fruits in chocolate all the time.
Well, yeah,
It's great.
but that's a different kind of. It's like like a gummy bear is just like sugary, fruity, like not really the type to pair with chocolate.
Okay, well, cream then and caramel.
Or the fun dip stuff.
Oh, the fun dip stuff is weird because you dip it technically,
Yeah,
but it's not a dip. Yeah,
Do you guys like the fun dip more or the bar?
the fun dip.
Fun dip.
Really?
I like them in
Who likes
conjunction.
the bar? What the fuck?
I think
I
they have a-
love the bar.
Oh
I think
my
they
I
have
love
a
the bar so
mutualistic-
much more than anything else.
You just
they have
don't
a
even do the
mutualistic-
sugar, you
I like
just suck on the bar.
like no, I take little bites off of it and just like
Yeah.
just like
But
break
d-
it off.
I always ate the bar just afterwards, after I finished the dip.
It was pretty much I would save half the bar for after. As a
So
treat.
what would you eat the dip with?
half the bar.
Yeah, what do you?
Oh, what?
The first half of the bar is for the dipping.
The second half is for him to enjoy.
After the work of dipping, the first
Oh, so
half
you're
of the bar.
But you're saying you get all the dip out with the first half of the bar?
Yeah, you can scoop.
Yeah, you can scoop.
That's just big
What about an
dip
avocado?
to bar ratio.
Well, I probably also would just like pour some directly in my mouth.
Honestly, Corey, avocado is really good with like sriracha or lime juice or
Like munch.
What about
Yeah,
a
or-
lemon?
Do you dip bacon in anything?
What about a lemon?
Ooh,
lemon.
sugar.
Just lime?
Ooh, sugar, yeah. Well, sugar's not really a dip. But no one just eats lemon, hot take.
Yeah,
Lemon's a
People
flavoring.
do. People
Lemon's
do.
a flavoring.
People do.
Yeah,
eat
to
lemon.
feel something.
Right. It's like climbing free solo. You only do it to feel something.
You
don't
could
do
dip it in
because
lime.
It's enjoyable.
Would be my answer.
Okay, sure.
Lime juice.
Lime juice.
And then you dip a lime in lemon juice.
Yeah.
You could.
Wait,
Good.
are there any dips?
Lemon lime is better than lemon or lime on its own.
Are there any dips that you dip it in itself?
Oh,
Well, you can mix dips.
interesting. I would say pizza. Sometimes people dip pizza in marinara sauce.
True. Or
But-
pizza sauce.
Right, or pizza
Pizza
sauce.
sauce is different than marinara.
Yeah,
is.
no, I agree. Okay.
But we need a better name for it.
For what? Pizza sauce?
Yeah.
How about this? Ready? How about this? Ready?
Ready?
Ready.
Slick Dush.
Nope.
Wow, so bad. Okay, moving on.
What do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree with my take?
I disagree with slick. I was gonna say like pizzioni or something.
Slick Dush, non-negotiable.
Okay.
I'm at Shark Tank right now, and Mark Cuban's offering me $10 million for 2% of my company, and I'm saying Slick Dush is a non-negotiable.
He's like, I will give you $2 million right
to
now,
change the name.
Just to change your name.
but you have to change the name.
Yeah, and I'd say no. We know who we are here at Slick Dush.
I'm still concerned about noodles.
It would turn
though.
heads.
Noodles is tough, but you can dip it.
That's true. If you had a noodle on its own, you could dip it in
a
marinara.
cucumber in fucking like ice cream, but no one's gonna do it.
But it's not
Right,
about.
but you could also dip cucumber in a dip that makes it taste better.
Then what
And
about
that's the whole take.
that's the take? You can always dip the cucumber in something better.
No, the take is that every food has a dip that would make it taste better.
like a noodle.
Yeah. Dip it in broth, dip it in sauce.
Oh, I guess the concept of dipping in noodles is weird.
It is weird, but it happens.
Because
I
you
do
would
it.
I feel like toppings, liquid toppings, should still be considered dip.
Right. That's what I'm doing. I'm considering it.
In that
It's
case,
just the
not a
act of
hot
dipping
take.
that makes it a
Cold
dip.
take.
Sure.
What about
Yeah.
what about
Say
a
it.
what about a what are those like really hard gum? No, what are they
Oh,
called?
what about a jawbreaker?
Jawbreakers? That's what I'm saying.
Jawbreaker?
Yeah.
Like a sweet dip.
Like what sweet?
Fuck
dip?
is a sweet?
Like chocolate or
Just for the first, you would just have chocolate, and then the rest would all be.
yeah, well imagine a
Wait,
a
hold
jawbreaker
up.
covered in chocolate.
I don't think dipping a gummy bear in anything would make it taste better.
I think a cream would.
You really think so?
Yeah.
Gummy bears taste good in ice cream and frozen yogurt.
Yeah, true.
Yo, Yogurtland?
I'm down.
I want to go
We're
to
all, in,
Yogurtland.
we're all in different cities right now, but I'm down.
I don't think dipping a Dorito would make it taste better.
It would.
It
In
would.
queso. That'd be good.
Yeah, it would.
A Dorito and queso actually sounds really bomb.
Or just ground meat, ground beef.
Nah, not a dip. Unless you
If it was
blended
ground enough, you could.
Right. Blended.
Wait, you said Corey Woolsey?
I said you were so. I was gonna say you were so upset about the gummy bears.
Yeah. I just don't think it would
You
taste
don't really
better.
like.
It would.
Because dipping it ice cream makes it hard, and I don't like hard gummy.
You could dip. You could attach. You could dip it in like a edible adhesive, and then dip it into Nerds, and that would make it taste better.
Corey, what makes
Wait.
what makes-
Hold on,
what make-
you might be honest.
Corey, what makes gummy bears hard is sitting in ice cream. If you just dipped it, it would maintain its kind of plushness.
Oh, they get hard pretty quick.
Have you ever dipped it? That's my question, and the answer is going to be no.
Yeah, because
'cause
no
I
one
know
does
you.
it. If it tasted that much better, people would be dipping gummy bears and things. But they don't.
No, it's just a convenience thing. It comes in a bag. What are you going to go out and
You're not
find
gonna
a
go get ice
thing
cream.
of ice cream and dip it in?
Have you ever dipped in ice cream?
No, but it would taste better.
Have you ever were in the presence of eating gummy bears and then had ice cream in the freezer?
What about like
No.
pie?
No.
What about like?
Yeah,
I guess
I
ice
dip it in
cream.
ice
Well-
cream.
Well, can you pie though? You can put whipped cream too,
Yeah.
But because we're considering topping kind of as dip, technically.
It's just the act. So if you had a thing of whipped cream and you dipped your fork through it, then it's a dip.
What? No, that's stupid.
Why?
The dip, your fork is being dipped through the fucking pie. Also,
Yeah, but are you eating your fork?
You're breaking the plate at this point.
What are you guys
Stop.
talking about?
Why are your fork is dipping into the whipped
Yeah, that
cream?
happens all the time. You
So
don't
then
dip
it's
things with your
considered
fork?
a dip if you can.
Yes, because you're dipping.
Your fork is a
With
fork
the-
edible.
No, I'm saying you're dipping the pie is on the fork and you're putting your fork through the whipped cream with the pie on it.
Okay.
Do you think that you were just dipping your fork and
I thought
eating the
you.
whipped
I
cream?
thought you were like considering a pie with like whipped cream on top of it, and the act of like
No,
puncturing
no.
the whipped cream
No.
and the pie was like considered a dip.
Nah, fam, nah.
Okay, so I feel
Woolsey,
like we
please,
can think
please
of.
say whether or not you agree.
I'll agree because I have yet to find one thing that I can't think of dipping something in and it being better.
Wow, I feel like
Really good.
this is cop.
This is cop.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree
No, I know.
based off the gummy.
You have to give one. Okay, so the gummy bear is your thing. You don't think a gummy bear?
But
would
you
be
can
better?
dip gummy. It's just, I guess it's just, that's where it gets subjective.
So the thing about like the convenience thing,
Right.
But if you had everything,
fact-
if you were on a desert island and this was all,
I'm
that's
not
where-
dipping a
together.
gummy bear in anything because it wouldn't really make it taste that much better.
But it would make it taste a little bit better, and that's the take.
No, it would just make it taste different. I don't think it would be.
No! It would be better. We'll next, Corey, we'll dip some gummy bears in cream or ice cream, and you'll give me an honest answer as to whether or not it tastes better.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that won't happen.
That won't be happening? Well, okay then. Let's do hottest take. We'll restate our takes, starting with me. My take was that every food has a dip.
Ugh. Wait, that wasn't the take.
That would make it taste better. It's just
Yeah,
like
there
the
is,
shortened
there is.
version.
my take was that if you bank in a 3-pointer, it should not count.
Right. And Corey?
Mine was that dusk is the goat time of day.
Right. Okay. I'm thinking. Does everyone know who they're voting for?
Yeah.
Okay. In 3, 2. Oh, well, we'll start. We'll
We all say
start
at the
with.
same
order.
time.
No, we'll start with Corey, then
3.
Woolsey, then me.
2, 1. Wait, am I going first?
Yeah.
And 3, 2, 1. Woolsey.
Cameron.
Woolsey.
Oh, Cameron so deserved that.
Yeah, Corey. I think you just don't vote for certain takes that you don't like, even if they are hotter.
Wait,
Yeah.
why is that hot though?
But you
Woolsey's
disagree.
take is way hotter. Canceling with the 3-pointer because they hit the backboard.
Yeah.
Like, am I wrong? And then yours, all it was is like, oh, these foods taste better if you dip it in something.
Right, but which one got you more heated?
Corey, you
Which one
didn't say
affects society?
you didn't say
That's not-
anything.
that's
You
not
just
necessarily what
gave
makes it
things a
hot.
certain inflection. You didn't. You all you said was. But Woolsey would change. It would be if you cancel the 3 and then if you dip something in ice cream.
Yeah.
There was no argument. It was just the way you
Okay,
reflected
fine.
it.
I'll make an argument. You're canceling a 3-pointer in a professional sport, which is a huge part of the game and would create a lot of controversy. Saying something, a food tastes better because it can be dipped in something, doesn't create that much controversy in society.
But I think it did because we
you're
talked
expanding
about it forever.
You're expanding it to society, which is a little weird. It's more so just like how many people would disagree with this. I guess everyone has their own definition of hot.
Hey, I'll take it. I need to climb up these boards.
Yeah, this is. I think you're 2 in a row now.
Yeah,
It's gonna. Yeah, you're gonna shoot
it's
back
because
up.
I've this was also one that I've been thinking about for a while.
I
There you
also
go.
Ever
think
since the
Preparation
commercial.
pays.
most
Yeah.
people would disagree with Woolsey's take over Cameron's take,
That's fair.
which might arguably be the definition of a hot take.
Yeah, but just in the past, I feel like you've disagreed with my takes just because you didn't like them. And that's
I was trying to give reasons.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I disagreed with the take.
No, I mean, didn't vote for it as hottest take. I mean,
Because it wasn't that hot. Or, I mean, no,
No.
it was a hot take. Yeah, whatever. But I still think Woolsey's hotter.
Right. But I'm just calling out a past behavior that you've had.
It's because all your takes are, they're not very consequential. Like, they're all just opinions about, like, food. Or, like...
Right. But I'm not coming out here, at least I'm not coming out here and, like, saying that, like, we should kill everyone who is a lefty.
That's all I said. We should just force everyone to be a lefty.
Right.
But then
sorry. I guess I'm just
to genocide on the lefty population.
Right. I guess my takes aren't fascistic. Sorry. I guess they have to be fascistic to be taught.
Mm-hmm. Like
I just
Like Woolsey.
yours are never the hottest take. I don't know what to say.
Oh my god.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, we'll see, Corey. Maybe you'll drop down below me in the hottest takes rankings after this one.
Maybe.
I'm
pretty sure my first 5, I didn't get a single vote.
The advanced stats have been weird lately.
You know what's the problem?
What?
We never record these at dusk.
Oh, yeah. That's when Corey would be in his prime.
He'd be
Okay.
prime.
Also, do you
Corey,
want the hottest take? I'm confused. Like, hottest
it's just
take
fun.
usually is like...
It's just a fun
Like,
competition.
when's the line of, like, stupid take and then hot take? Like, I could say, I think
Tanner.
white people should be executed publicly, but, like...
Right.
Yeah, you
Right,
still probably wouldn't. It has to be like...
Then argue for that, right? Like
it has to be... you have to be able to see why people would be for the take.
Yeah. Also, like, we don't tend to only bring on takes that we actually believe, right?
Yeah.
True.
So that kind of works itself out in that way.
I think Tanner sometimes doesn't believe his takes.
100%. 100%. That's what makes his takes so bad and so easy to pick apart. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, and follow on Spotify.
Follow me on Instagram.
Follow our Twitter account. I'll mute him. Follow
Corey
our
Dotson
Twitter
25.
account. Yeah, that's the part I'm going to mute. You saying your actual Twitter.
Oh, wait,
Instagram.
no, that's
It's in the Corey. It's in the description.
Dot
It's in the description.
SON. That's my Snapchat.
in the description.
Corey Dotson 25.
Okay, it's in the description. Your Instagram's in the description, so you don't need to say it.
No, it's not.
It is. I put it in the description every single week.
My Instagram? What's my Instagram?
When you're on,
Ugh.
it's Corey Dotson 25.
No,
I
it's
don't know. I just
not.
have. Yeah, it is on Instagram.
No, it's not. That's my Snapchat.
It's your Instagram too.
I'm looking at my Instagram right now.
Yeah, look at it right now. Your Twitter is Corey.son, I think, or maybe
No,
that's your
my
Instagram. Okay, yeah,
Well, maybe
your
my
Instagram's
Twitter
Corey
is.
Corey Dotson 25. I think it is.
No, it's not.
One of them is Corey Dotson 25. That's a guarantee.
Oh, yeah, my Twitter is Corey Dotson.
Why 25?
Why 25?
I mean, I was just curious.
like
it was
a-
my favorite number for like some part of my life.
That's really sad.
What do you mean?
That's a terrible number.
All right, that's it.
You got a better one?
Yeah.
Follow the Twitter,
What is it?
HTHS Pod, at HTHS Pod. Follow the Twitter.
I changed my favorite number since then, by the way.
All right, that's
Also,
it for
25
us.
is the
That's
GOAT age.
Anyway,
you'll find
we'll
that out
talk-
on next episode.
That's a little teaser for next week. Okay, bye everyone.
What are
Bye.
you saying bye to?
Whoever's watching.
Your followers.
Yeah, all of your Twitter followers.
Plump Goops Podcast.